So I kind of agree with you. Just like culturally, I don't think men and women should live together before like deciding marriage and like signing contracts, just because there is liability on both sides. Yes, the law technically benefits women, but another side of my job is I work with like domestic violence cases and like women that are trafficked and stuff like that. And a lot of the women don't report. 9 out of 10 women do not report anything. So the cases that you're talking about is 1 out of 10. But you're right. On paper, it benefits women to move in with men based on that model. But also when you look at statistics of when people get married, women die earlier when they're married to men, just because they take a lot of the
stress.
Not stress, just like a lot of the chores that people don't talk about, like
studies where women actually live longer from being married.
Yeah,
they said men live longer.
No, women on average live 10 to 12 years longer than men, married or otherwise.
That's true.
It's simply because it's like a genetic thing.
Yeah. Like genetically, yes, but like women in partnerships, they typically end up losing more.
Because they bitch more.
No, I understand what you're saying. I understand where your concern is. The reason why I asked you about like the liabilities thing is that especially when you're, and I heard some people here talking about how when you're young you don't know any better, right? Well, the reason for that is because you have a limited amount of time for you to get with the guy who's going to be a good bet for security in the future. So if you already are consolidating on that, if you already said, okay, we're going to move in together and this is how things are going to be, you're making a bet. Because if you're between, like, say, 18 and about 28 years old and you get into a relationship with that guy and you start living with that guy, essentially what you're doing is you're betting that this guy's going to be a winner later on in the future. And hopefully he's going to be a good bet for a father, for a good bet for like money, security, future security, because women need security longer than they have time to lock down the guy who's the good bet for security. So if you get with the wrong guy, then you're like, damn, I just got ripped off because I have all this sexual capital between like 18 and 28 years old that I bet on this guy. And now he's turned out to be a bum. And so what you're doing is you're losing that capital and you can't go back and get it again. So if you're once you're 33, you can't go back and be 23 again. And so it seems like a loss. It seems like a bad idea. That's what a lot of frustration and a lot of stress on women. It's not so much about, I don't want to, what's my liability here? What am I going to lose? What am I putting on the table that can be taken away from me? It's something that you can't get back, which is your sexual capital between 18 and 28. So like I was mentioning this on last night's show, between 18 and 28, that's when women have their hoe phase, right? That's their party years. That's when they are the hottest that they're ever going to be. And they got to find some guy at some point before they get to be 29 years old, 30, 31 years old, so they can consolidate on that one guy because they're going to need security from the time they're 30 all the way until they're dead, until they're 90 years old or whatever. And you can going back to get that is impossible. That's why they call the store Forever 21, not Forever 41.
No,
so you can't go back to that anymore. So it's that sense of like everybody's here is like, I don't want to lose out. Here's what I'm putting on the table. And you can't even really kind of put your finger on it, but you're losing out on the potential that you had with somebody else. It's called what's a sunk cost, right? It's a opportunity cost. Yeah. It's, you had an opportunity. It's like, if I hadn't got with this guy, I could have found somebody better. I could have gone and found the guy who is this guy the best I can do? If that answer is no, you're like, damn, I can't go back to 25 again.
Yeah. I'm actually taking that bet now, or that chance. I found somebody who I took a chance on, and no, it's not the same guy that you guys knew about.
Okay.
But it is another ex from my past that came back into my life and made sure, hey, I'm making it serious, what I want, and then he made it known. Like I didn't make the announcement yet, but yes, I am getting married.
Oh, okay. Congrats to you.
Congrats. And I didn't second guess it, not once. Not once.
So
how old is he?
Good for you.
He's 23 as well.
So here's the thing. Like I said, Rollo, we talked about this, right? Men and women, we have opposing strategies.
Why do you say too young?
Don't do it.
Who said?
Don't get married now.
Why do you say too young? Why do you say too young?
I did it when I was 21, and I got divorced 10 years.
Okay, why did you say too young?
Don't do it.
I didn't, but I was gonna ask where your ring is.
Because he doesn't live here, I get my actual proposal when he moves back next month.
Oh,
But I'm saying,
he told
keep
you
a
and didn't make it a
proposal.
surprise?
You young.
Well, no, they have to inquire first. Like, does this girl even want to marry me? Why would he make?
You gotta make
sure
sure it's the right ring
proposal,
size.
and it's not even
Okay.
And plus,
Like-
this is somebody I've been dealing with for years, so it's not like it's.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, live
You
your
know-
20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
See, the reason she says that
Don't
is
settle
because
too soon.
she doesn't want you to lose out on your opportunity
Mm.
because
I don't
she
feel like I'm
thinks
losing out.
I know
at all.
but that's the
We think you're smart for doing that.
That's
I
the
didn't think that
sentiment.
either when I
But
was
that's the
23.
sentiment. It's like, oh, you're 23, you could have had another 7 years and try to find somebody better than him. Like it's what we call it, gambling addiction, right?
Yeah.
Gambling
It's like,
We tell
there might be
girls-
another. Get the slot machine. There
this
might be a
pod, we-
better with spin.
we go against the grain. We tell girls get married as young as you can when you have the most agency and you have the most negotiating power to get the best guy that you can get. Because as you get older, you know, I hate to say it, but women lose value as they get older. Not as a person or a human
Sexual
being.
market value.
We're talking about your dating potential and your ability to capture the best guy that you can
I
get.
don't know.
It goes down.
Sexually,
I want to ask you
after
a question.
30.
No,
Like,
no.
in my 20s,
No.
I wasn't turned up
Well,
like
no,
that.
no. We're not talking about sexually like, oh, my skills in the bedroom are better. No. We're not saying that. We're saying as far as like your marketability, right? Your value as a woman, as you get older, it goes down as you age because a girl that's 32 is not going to be the same as a girl that's 22. I hate to say it
Right.
like
so
that.
they say, but it
No,
matters how
don't
you
hate
feel
it.
or how you move.
No.
You can say that from a female lens, but it doesn't matter. Men and women are different. We're attracted to different things. A woman that's 32 is not the same as a man that's 32. Like maturation, experience, resilience, that's attractive on a man. It's not necessarily as attractive on a woman. Experience hurts women. It helps men.
So you want a dumb bitch.
Oh my goodness.
That's how he made it
By the
sound,
time he
right?
decides to get
Extreme.
married, he's gonna have somebody that's not of good value. Sounds like he's saying.
No, it's that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
No, it is not. No, he's disagreeing with you. You're funny. It's not that you want a dumb bitch. It's that men and women are very different. So, okay, God, there's so many.
Here we go again.
Lose your last brain cell just to figure this
No,
out.
it's-
Yeah.
I can
it's not
see the
that
hair
because-
falling out of your head right
Because
now.
if I explain this, you guys are not going to like what I'm about to say.
Just say
I
it.
mean, we
Say
got
it.
pretty thick
Got you
skin,
ready?
so
Like, you guys are not
opinions
going
are
to
like
like this.
assholes.
All right, ready?
Say it.
Misogyny.
All right, you guys understand why a virgin since the beginning of time has been appreciated across all different genders? All different timelines, all different races, all different cultures. Why have virgins been sought after?
Because men are possessive.
No. Can anyone
Wrong.
answer?
Wrong.
Let's get this
they
down.
can teach him
Because-
something.
Anyone
So
else?
for me to explain this correctly, I need to see where y'all minds are at. So we're gonna go around the table.
it's innocence.
Since the beginning of time,
No.
why have men from all different cultures, time spans, etc., valued virgins?
Damn, this is a
We'll
good
start here
question.
and work
Go.
our way.
Um,
Why?
So first of all, it goes back
Answer
to
the
excuse me.
Let her finish. Let her
Can you
finish.
not
Yo,
interrupt me?
Yeah. Let her
Thank
go.
you. Go
ahead.
So first of all, in biblical times, Mary was a virgin, and she's like very like looked up to in a lot of different religions and cultures, and it just represents purity and just like a pure, like wholesome person.
Okay. So purity is your answer.
yeah.
Okay. What about you? Why do men want virgins?
Yeah, that pretty much it.
Purity?
The purity.
Okay.
pretty much.
What about you?
I think it's more of like a control and innocence, control of the innocence, and being able to mold them into something that they want or to teach them something that they don't know. I think
Okay.
that's why.
Okay.
Coachable.
You agree with her?
Totally.
Okay. What about you? Since you're the one that brought up this conversation.
I mean, I guess because innocence, and you could teach them a little something.
Okay. What about you, Miss Chicago?
I would assume maybe because a man doesn't want a woman that's probably been with people that they know or been in the streets, something like that. They want to be there first.
So close.
Okay.
It's like a clean.
What about you?
You guys know it's further reassurance that that child will be his.
There
Try
it
making
is.
a like.
All right. So
commitment
all the
to a
ladies
kid
at the
that's not
table were
his.
very incorrect.
From the girl who's been on the show. a
Yeah, she's
million
been on the
times.
show before. So, guys, the reason why men have, since the beginning of time, have wanted a virgin isn't because I want to mold their laws. These might be auxiliary reasons, but the main reason is to ensure paternity. Because every man's biggest fear is raising a child they thought was theirs and they find out that it's not. And remember, ladies, social constructs don't adhere to reality. So we have birth control. We have birth control now. We have paternity tests now. But how did you figure out if a kid was yours back in the day? You didn't. You just had to know. Shit. Okay, she's a virgin. I know it's mine. So that is why, since the beginning of time, across all different cultures, religions, ethnicities, whatever it may be, men valued virgins. So it's not because you want a dumb bitch. No, it's because I want to make sure that the kid is mine. Because what did I tell y'all before? When you move in with a woman or you get married or you get in a relationship, you take on a lot of risk. Why? Because you're on the hook of taking care of this woman and taking care of this child, providing resources and providing a home for this child. So the biggest thing for you is I want to make sure the kid is mine. So that is why guys have an issue with girls that have promiscuous past. It's not because, oh, we hate hoes. No, it's that they're scared to commit to a girl that has a promiscuous past because you can't ensure paternity. Yes, we have paternity tests now, but we're still hardwired to not have that. That's why you want a man that, well, think about it. We live in a modern day society now, right? We have technology, we have clean food, water, all this shit, but you still want a guy that makes more money than you. You still want a guy that's stronger than you. You still want a guy that's taller than you. Why? This is survival traits that a man has. That's why women look for these things. Just like we want a girl that's young and attractive, right? For reproduction, women want a guy that's taller and stronger than them for protection. So we're very different. Men want replication value. Women want reproductive value. So
yeah, I'll take it one step further. Well done.
Please.
Well
Thank
done,
you,
Myron.
bro.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Perfectly said. I also will add this is like when I've been talking about this recently, it's like when women like, why is it that women slut shame other women more than men do? Because, oh, look at that girl. That girl's a slut. Like, look, and only a slut will wear that, right? It's because it's what's known as intrasexual combat. It's like you want men to think that she is a bad bet for their paternity. Oh, you really like that? Only a slut wears that. Only a slut is like that. And that's how you get slut shaming. And that's how you get even the word slut right there. It's a form of yeah, really, but like it's a form of, well, you don't have to say slut to mean slut. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's an implied bad bet for a man's paternity. And the reason why is that and this is something I've just been talking about recently, is that if that guy invests in a child that isn't his, and he's failed in his like life's mission, right? Which is to pass on his DNA into the next generation. You may as well be dead. That's why it's an existential.
A lot of them kill themselves
thing.
when they find out.
Exactly.
I feel like DNA tests should be mandatory, but that's not happening.
They should, because my baby daddy went
Speaking of kill,
7 years
Yeah.
without
So
knowing
okay,
he
we're gonna
was
kill
gay.
the Twitch stream right real quick, guys, and we're gonna kill the Twitter stream. So,
That's some
ladies, does
deep
that make sense? Why guys have such an interest in a girl that is young, a low body count and or a virgin? It's not because he wants a dumb bitch. It's because he wants to be able to ensure that the lineage that he creates with this woman is actually his.
And then you get the cultural side of things.
Doesn't
Like
matter.
there's the
Nowadays,
religious thing, there's the purity thing, and it's like that's attached to the function that is, I don't want to be raising a kid that's not mine. I want to be with a woman who's a good bet for my paternity. And but we didn't know that in the past. So that's why virginity is the only sure thing. The only thing that has, like,
nowadays
there's been nowadays it's different, but we're still the same animals. We're still the same machines that we were 200,000 years ago. And that's essentially what we're still dealing with at this point. Do we have DNA tests? Yes, but that doesn't mean that it changes your mentality about like thinking about like what's a slut and what's not a slut, or why are men so obsessed with like a woman's sexual past? Well, they want an assurance of paternity, and the only way you could get that in the past is to make damn sure that the woman you were with was a virgin. 3 things that have defined powerful men over the course of history: one is having territory; the other is resources, so money, whatever, agriculture in the past, anyways, and exclusive access to a harem of women who were like concubines, or they were like the women in the dynastic China, look at all the great the forbidden city,
and sultans and
all and guarded by eunuchs.
Yep.
Wait,
right? So,
you know what you could do? You could live with her. Make sure it's your baby.
Oh my God.
So you had something that you wanted to. I saw that you had some disagreements.
Yeah, because I do not agree with that. Listen, we're not in the past. We have technology that we can learn things nowadays that we need to take advantage of. So if you're not getting a DNA test off rip, that's your own fault. Okay, I was in a situation where my boy's father did not want to be involved because he was afraid that it wasn't his kids because I'm a dancer. Okay, so for long, that's all I heard was, oh, what if they're not my kids? And then guess what happened? Guess what happened?
Dana.
It didn't spell. It's all good. It's empty.
Yeah.
Guess what happened? He did a DNA, found out he was the dad, and then he spent 7 years without doing a goddamn thing.
I got a question for you. Let's say you're dating a guy and you find out that he was gay in the past.
I have, actually.
Okay.
And I'm all about love. I love everybody. And if you want to come to me and tell me you're gay,
let me.
that's
okay, but will you continue to see him after the fact that you find out that he was having sex with other men and he was sucking dick with other guys?
That's fine with me.
That's okay with you. You will still date him seriously.
I love everybody the way I love everybody, and there's a reason why I love you. So if you want to be however you want to be, and you come to me and you're honest, we can work it out.
But here's my question though: you'll love him, but will you continue to have sex with him? Will you still see him as a viable candidate sexually? Okay, well, fantastic. You are an exception to the rule. Most women will not accept that.
I'm not most women, baby.
Okay, so but you got to understand that we got to operate on not exceptions to the rule. We got to operate on the generalities and the overarching.
Why
way
is he
the world
right now?
works. So
Why was he afraid
Where
that
is
the
he?
kids weren't his?
Because I'm a stripper.
But why? Where is the fear?
Because the idea of a stripper is a hoe.
Yes, because you're a bad bet. For
Was you
his
fucking in the
Okay.
back? That's what he felt like.
That's
right?
his loss. He lost out on many
Where
years.
is he right now?
Where is he right now?
Yeah.
He has the kids part time.
No, he's talking about the gay guy.
Oh, the gay guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he still sees me.
Gotcha, bitch.
You guys still hook up?
Yo,
Realistically, come on. Y'all are not fucking no more. Come on.
No, I have had my fair share in the past. As far as that incident, no, it's not currently happening.
Okay.
Yeah, of course not.
So my thing
But
is,
he's bisexual,
like,
right?
now you're saying that you'll accept a guy that might have had some, homosexual tendencies in the past, but most women are not. And that's what I'm trying to explain is that just like a woman's not going to necessarily accept a man that comes with a past that was, homosexual, a lot of guys are not going to accept a woman that comes with a certain past for serious relationship. Does that mean that a guy wants to hook up with you or whatever? He still will, but he's not going to take you serious and wife you, just like you're not going to take a guy sexually serious that comes from, maybe a homosexual past. So that same level of I don't know if I could do this. That's how men feel with girls that have a past.
And where's Icy when we need her?
And here's the other thing too I want to say, because I want to say this too. Just because a girl's a dancer doesn't necessarily mean she's a hoe. And we know girls that are PhDs, doctors, whatever. Those girls are out here going crazy.
But you are wearing a hoe's uniform.
Yes, but the thing is,
Are you saying that us dancers are hoes?
No.
Listen.
Listen.
I want you to listen.
Are you listening?
Wearing a whole uniform.
No. But that does not necessarily mean that you're
It's
a
a
hoe.
costume.
It's a costume.
It's like Halloween.
So but
Play your
here's the
part.
problem though. Unfortunately, we live in a world where we judge a book by its cover.
Absolutely.
If I come up to you in a club and I'm wearing fucking baggy jean shorts and a baggy white tee and I go like this and I tick when I say what's up to you, would you give me a date? Would you hang out with me? And I'm shorter
Actually,
than
you
you?
know what? Some of the richest men that come in the club come in with a pair of jeans and tennis shoes, and you would never know.
Okay, but would you actually take a guy seriously like that comes up disheveled like
everybody
that?
has potential. Everybody could sit with me and talk to me and let's see what's up.
You might be an exception to the rule, but most women would deny that guy immediately right on the spot because he doesn't measure up to some kind of standard. Okay,
Potential doesn't
that's
get
true.
NFL
And
draft
that's the world that we live
Yes.
in. That's the world that we live in where,
But I haven't been
you judge a
behind
book by its cover. So men also judge a book by its cover. So if a girl comes from a certain profession, maybe she is an OnlyFans model, or maybe she's a stripper, or maybe she's a dancer, or maybe she does some other type of
webcam
work that might be construed as sex work, they're going to automatically assume that she's promiscuous, even if she might not be. And that's just an unfortunate reality that comes
that
with
she's good in
that
the
line of
bed.
work. So, that's just what comes with it. So I think that's a negative consequence that comes with it. And it's just that women got to learn to accept it. And I know what you said before, we have all these modern technologies and all this other stuff. I always say it, social constructs don't adhere to reality. Women still want a guy that's taller, stronger than them, and more apt than them, even though we have modern conveniences, we have police. You don't need a man for protection anymore, but women still want a man that is capable of protecting them. Why? Because we have a millennia of hardwiring where women understand, okay, it's a dangerous world out there. I need a man who's stronger than me, that can protect me, that can provide for me, etc.
I don't need no man to protect me.
Again, just because you're an
But you're a
exception to the
queen.
rule does not necessarily mean it overrides the rule.
Damn,
You
girl.
might be a statistical anomaly. You might be a 1%, 2% type woman. But guess what? It's statistically insignificant and the world operates differently. Because I guarantee all the other women here at the table probably want a guy that hasn't had sex with another guy, doesn't suck dick, makes more money than them, taller than them, stronger than them, etc.
I need to go to protect me.
Hey,
I don't want no man
Did you
to
just
suck
put an
no dick.
application
Protect
on?
me.
I'm
And
sorry.
I'm not saying that's a shame. I'm just saying that you're different. You might be different, but
Don't.
you can't use
Definitely
your if
different.
you're
I
if
already
you're an
been
exception
on
to the rule, that's not how the way the world works.
Okay, so real quick.
I mean, I can get what you're saying. I understand. I understand it from that standpoint. Like the majority of people want a man or a significant other that has something better. I
Okay.
get it.
All right. We got some chats here because they've been